One of the goals in this series is to offer more insight to combat the marginalization of firearms owners. And often guns are trivialized, or gun ownership is trivialized as some sort of fetishizing or being interested in violence, when really it couldn't be further from the truth. So in this topic, when we talk about modifications, I'd like to look at it from the perspective of the machine and the body mechanics, or the ergonomics, or whatever that's called, when you're developing a machine to work with a human, developing a machine to work with a human for a specific purpose, developing or I guess evolving a machine that has a specific purpose to be better with new materials. So the modifications of firearms aren't, well, they are typically to enhance some characteristic, the weight, the accuracy, or the distance that it's effective, or some element that you're looking for whatever the use is. And not uniquely, anything is like this. If they're building chainsaws, then they might build some chainsaws for climbing up poles, and other chainsaws are for working in a lumber yard, and yet other chainsaws are trying to find a balance that a home somebody wants for their home chainsaw. So the same thing with firearms. You've got the modifications that are done for competitive shooting are going to be different than the modifications used for hunting often. And the modifications are done to different types of firearms too. So the modifications are extremely deep area of the firearms, because so many elements of the firearms can be modified in so many ways. And although that's a deep end, there's no end to the different versions of those ways to modify a firearm. That concept of the machine that has a purpose being adapted and evolved for either the individual or the purpose, or just for other purposes, capitalism, or for to make the job easier for whoever it is that they're doing it for. So there's so many ways that you might modify a firearm, or reasons why you might modify a firearm. Hopefully that can shed some light when you're having a discussion with someone who has no depth of understanding of firearms and thinks of them as some sort of simple binary item, like maybe a stapler, something that most people don't put much thought into, when there's really a lot of different staplers out there for a lot of different purposes. And again, somebody might not put much thought into it, but there's staplers for putting roof material on the roof of a house, and then there's staplers for the paper, in an office environment, of course, and then there's staplers that doctors use for humans or veterinary work, right? So that concept of modification, I guess, is to show that there's again lots of uses for firearms, and reasons why people put attention and effort into modifications of those firearms. So hopefully this inspires some conversations. Let us know in the comments what you think, or if you take them to other conversations, feel free to link to where those were so that people can explore them. Let us know if you have ideas for future segments in this What Guns Are series. Till next time, thanks for watching. So let us know what you think. We'll be watching the comments wherever you find the video, over on gunstreamer.com or on guntube.org. Thank you for supporting our projects. If you'd like to buy us a cup of coffee, check out our Patreon channel.
The guys and gals of gunwebsites.com encourage you to take a CCW class every year, practice at least once a month, and carry every day. Thank you for watching gunwebsites.com.